We are at Mecca Dispensary in Redwood Valley. I called these guys yesterday and they were okay with me coming in with the cam. So let's go in here and check these guys out. So as we first walk in, we've got a nice, warm, welcoming area for you to sit if you have to sit and wait your turn. And these guys have beautiful receptionists and bud tenders here. We're going to check in with our ID and then we'll go through that door and show you guys some buds as we talk to a bud tender. All right, I'm all checked in and everything. They got my ID and my information. Let's go back here and check out some flowers. If you guys will notice, this store does not have a bunch of beautiful packages to confuse you when you walk in. It's clean, everything's in its place. They have a little bit here in the display. We're going to speak with a bud tender, see if we can look and smell at some of this stuff, and we'll go from there.
I knew that we just got this recently. It's Arcana. She is a homegrown. She's actually on Netflix, and it is called Ladybugs. If you can see right here, she has her own little clip going on.
Okay, yeah. Guys.
She's a women-owned grown.
Now I'm going to try to show you guys in the cam a little bit about this flower. I'm not going to touch it because we don't want my hand germs going to the person who's going to consume this. So that's the reason they don't let us touch the flower inside these dispensaries, and it's just best to smell it and then just move on. But that's a decent looking, you said this was outdoor, right?
Correct.
Sun grown.
Yes.
So whenever you come into a dispensary and they talk about sun grown, that's going to be either full-on outdoor, or it can be a greenhouse, which they will also call light depot, which is light deposition, where they pull curtains and stuff. From right here in Mendocino County, I'm actually probably going to purchase this so I can give it a good review and see if it actually tastes like it smells.
And that will be your sativa as well. That is her sativa pineapple cheesecake.
This one, that's the cheesecake?
Correct.
Hey, Zach was right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and this one was?
That is going to be your lemon fire OG and your what is that, golden lemons as well.
Okay, so what we're going to do here now is we're going to smell this one here, and this one is a lemon fire OG crossed with golden lemons. So we probably should be getting a nice lemon zest smell from this one. No, I'm going to have to say you're not getting a lemon zest smell from that at all. I would say incense and trim smell from that. A lot of times you can't go by the smell when you pop open the jar, due to the fact that if it's been sitting in there for a little bit, it will get the smell of its trim back, and you have to actually break that flower and get onto the inside of it to get the full smell and aromas of that. So one of the biggest things that I address is the look and smell confusion. You don't know what that's going to be like and how quality it is until you fire it up and smoke it. So for now, I'm going to have to say no on that one.
Jedi Knights is, this is actually one of her newest. Mm-hmm. Jedi Knights, we had carried this before, and we've had them in 1/2 ounces, and it just, these two strains just flew off the shelf. Okay. This is your hybrid.
This is the same grower as this one here?
Yes, Arcana. This is all 3 hers.
Okay, so this is all 3 hers?
Yes, correct.
Okay, all right. And this is Jedi Knights?
Yes. She also has a meringue. That's really nice.
You know me, guys, I gotta get 3 by the same producer. So right now at this moment, I'm gonna actually get a little bit of this to try and give you guys a review on that. The bud structure isn't bad. The trim could have been a little bit better, but hey, everybody's using automated trims instead of hand trimmers where it used to be at. It's where we need to get back to. Does she have anything? Do you guys have anything else by her?
By her, no, that would be
so that's your 3 strands by her, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, all right.
And I also do have my Redwood Cremedy with Origins. I have a sample for you to smell.
Okay.
She got Phenotopia at the moment. These is our, because we're known, if you see our bulletin board, we're known for our $20 sacks are fire. Okay. So when we say our $20, this is what it is. It's an 8 of origins. Like I said, it is Redwood remedies. I just do not have a sample of them.
Okay, she's speaking about this company here, the Redwood
Remedies.
Redwood Remedies.
I've had more cowbell before as my $20 option, and I had a lot of customers love it. It's a nice indica cleaning.
So we're gonna look at these packages here of the Redwood Remedies. Wow, what a tongue twister. Okay, this one is an OC Tang. Now we're gonna look at this packaging real quick, and I'm not seeing a harvest date on anything in California yet. Everything is a package date. Me personally, and the educational things that we're trying to give to the consumers, when it says packaging date, that is not when it was harvested. That's just tells you whenever it was packaged. This could have been sitting on a shelf for 2 weeks after testing and harvest, or it could have been sitting in a container for up to 3 to 4 months before it was packaged. We don't know, which is something that we really need to know on these packages is a harvest date. The only way I can give a true determination if this cannabis is right for me is to smoke it in a 6 month from harvest date freshness. Otherwise, you can't tell anything about this cannabis because it's went out of its freshness date. So I would like to start seeing harvest date on all of California's packaging. Some of these other states are doing that, so that's one thing that they are doing. California used to do that, but for some reason they've backed off on that, probably due to the fact that there's so many growers out here that the testing facilities and stuff like that are going to be overwhelmed, so they can't really get their stuff tested and packaged within that freshness date. And as you guys know, that's what we're out here addressing, is the way that this cannabis is sold. Unfortunately, the bud tender can't let me smell and see it any more than right inside there. So yeah, that's a downfall right now at this moment. These producers should make sure all dispensaries have a sample for us to look at and smell. As we've discussed, that does not always lead us to the best products, but as long as it's within a freshness date, we like the way it looks and we like the smell of it, at least off of that we can determine whether or not we would like to purchase it and see if we actually like the product.
This Rainbow Cadillac, or Cadillac Rainbow, sorry. And
that's by them, right?
Yes, yeah, they're the same. I wanted you to see it and get a good smell, look at it, but yet again, you're right. If I don't get a sample, it really does mess me up. Because I do have people that want to see and smell and know what they're going to purchase. The percentage is low because I have a lot of people that go in at 19%. Now, I want in the 20s or the 30s. They want higher. The higher, the more high they get. So I do have some around that are like 19, but they could be stony as heck. Absolutely.
So let's discuss that for a minute. So the reason that is because the young lady was just discussing the THC percentages on these packages. One that is at 18% THC can get you more of a head high than one that is at 27% THC. Now I'm going to explain to this young lady why that is, and hopefully she will learn something today and she'll become a better bud tender. Education makes us better at everything that we do.
Definitely.
So terpenes and cannabinoids is a cocktail mixture by all strands. They all produce terpenes, they all produce cannabinoids. A sativa, you cannot tell me, gets me more energetic than an indica due to the fact because that sativa strand may be a strand that produces more of your relaxing terpenes than your uplifting terpenes. So the only difference between a sativa and an indica is actually growth structure. Okay? If a strand produces 28% THC, but it's very low in beta-myrcene, then most likely you're not going to get as high off of that as if you had a strand that was at 18% but high in beta-myrcene. Reduces the barrier of blood flow to the brain, so therefore the blood flow is actually able to take more of that THC, the more of that 18% to the CB1 receptor, and you're able to get more of a high off of it. So if you have something that's low in THC but you really want to get a good high, a lot of people say that if you eat a mango, which is high in beta-myrcene, about 45 minutes before you smoke that cannabis, that you'll get way more of the cerebral effect off of it.
I have heard of that.
Okay.
I've never tested the theory, but I've heard of it. All right, so yeah, today is Tax Off Tuesday. It takes off the taxes off your product. And we have our weeklies. We have Monday, Munchie Mondays, Tax Off Tuesday, Wax Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Flower Fridays. And we always recommend to, if you like flour, come on Flower Fridays. If you like your edibles, come on Munchie Mondays. That way it gives off that. We have pre-roll Saturdays, and then Sundays just bud tender choice. So whatever we have off on our little promo, that you will get your percentage off that as well.
Y'all hear all them discounts that they doing. Every day you come into this dispensary, you're getting some sort of a discount on some product that they have here.
And we also always will have a little promo section right here. So right now we have gelato, buy 2 for $30. You can either do the cones or the cereal bar, or you could spend anything over $50. You will get a syrup for $5 as well with your lime product. And right here we do have any of our last items, we put it up on a shelf, and you will get a pre-roll for $1 as well. So it kind of just helps pushes the things.
Y'all see that? She's the first bud tender that took my camera and helped me do my job. She's awesome.
Welcome.
There you go. Get that beautiful smile on that camera. What did Steve D'Angelo say back many years ago? Out of the shadows and into the light, brothers.
There I am.
Hey, I'm awake and I feel good. Now it's time to get back.